Welcome to ISIS in the Bible Summer Gathering, week number 4, Egyptian cult. Notice the word cult comes from culture. The question for today, colonialism, what does it mean to you? Culture is what we collectively cultivate. Colonialism imposes control from the outside. Maybe it's from the inside. Mother Nature remains the greater ordering power of the land, of everything. What we repeatedly think, honor, and create becomes our culture. So which culture do we choose? Which colony anthill do we choose? And does it harmonize with the land and the stars? Glad you could join us today. A couple of things of what's happening in the stars and around the world. The world is always seeking balance. And so I just wanted to show you that, did I do that? Yes, we always do that. Yes, our collective images and past lives create what needs to be cleansed. So when our culture does not align with Mother Nature's colonialism, we fix ourselves. We are infinite. Seeing these are signs that we need to get back aligned with the face of God, i.e. G-O-D, right? That beautiful Mother Nature alignment, that path of least resistance. This is why everyone is talking about all the past resets. You see all kinds of people reset. What happens to all this technology, these beautiful buildings? Well, Babylon falls because it's not Mother Nature. The true colonialism is Mother Nature at one with her. So all these resets that everybody's showing all over YouTube and what's happening, there's a lot of drama on some of those. So I hope you guys don't fall for that drama, because they're just not aware that Mother Nature's resetting what we did. Just think of all the landfills and all the stuff that's in there that's going to alchemize together. Well, that's our future volcanoes. So yeah, we did that. Please forgive me. So on December 22nd, 2018, Anak Krakatau's southwestern flank suddenly collapsed into the Sunda Strait during an eruption. The immense displacement of water generated a multi-wave tsunami that struck the coast of Java and Sumatra, and it affected tens of thousands of people. People had to move. People had to switch bodies. They had to do all sorts of things, roofs over their head. They were being controlled. And yeah, man did it. No, it's not CERN. It's us. We did it. We create these vibrations. That's why Mother Nature is always going to bring us back. So I did post this, so I won't go over this in detail, but that alignment that happened in 2018, it was very energetic. The meaning of Anak Krakatau means child of Krakatau. So after the apparent volcano collapsed into the sea, a new island slowly rose from the submerged caldera decades later, like a child emerging from the remains of its parent. And just like the lotus, its story naturally carries the pattern of destruction, gestation, rebirth, and return. The parent entered the waters. The child rose from the same center. And in 2018, part of that child again collapsed into the sea. So this story aligns with how the stars map the lands. The royal star Antares of Scorpio, it was at play big time. Okay, that's a gateway, which is regenerative organs. Scorpio is regenerative organs in the same story, which is the same story of Anak. So as we approach the new moon of July 14th, you see me put some stuff out. The chart showed several themes resembling the stacked alignments surrounding this 2018 event. So I put it out there. I'm not sure if this was going to manifest or not. particular area around Antares again, the nodes, Juno, Pluto, lying exactly on that corridor. So rather than assuming the same physical outcome, this gives us a valuable opportunity to document the pattern beforehand and observe whether it's regenerative, releasing, water-related, or earth-breaking symbolism, which manifests around the lunation. So it's not that I want a prediction to be correct. I do want everyone to be safe. Predictions of this magnitude will bring people together as they raise their Phoenix rising veil. We are part of a whole, and love is the only way. So I went and looked to see what happened around that time frame. Well, nothing happened directly at that volcano. A potential relationship in balancing waters, because Scorpio is a water sign. So India received a whole lot of rain on that new moon. And as you can see, the new moon was exactly over top of this location. So isolated extreme heavy rainfall also likely over Odisha on the 14th and 15th of July. This is a news bulletin that came out on the 14th of July. So although monsoons are normally prevalent in July, a very heavy monsoon rain, India's meteorological department reported, of 4 to 8 inches of rain so far in just those points on July the 14th, which they kept getting accumulations. The new moon over top of there is showing us that water, and it's showing us one portion. So I'm trying to see and start to try to predict, is it going to be fire? Is it going to be water? Is it going to be something that moves in? Is it going to be tsunami? I don't know yet, but I can recognize the large energies, and this is pretty prevalent. Mother Mary's waters were shining down on India. So I do want to recap the 4th of July because I also talked about that alignment with Lilith and Ceres. Because we did see that the 2 alignments ago, because it happens about every 75 years. And September 17th, 1871 was the Chicago fires, which had the same Algol alignment as Hurricane Katrina. The alignment on January 20th, 1955, we spoke about that. The Dow hit 400 for the first time. They had a record year. So the money was flooding in and out. And money is a flow, right? You can use money to show people love, although it's not love, it's materialism. But you can show them love and support by helping them with food, shelter, water, camaraderie, travel, health, all those things that we need. So I see money going away because Mother Nature's given us the abundance. But on July the 4th, and this alignment, there was floods. There was a huge dam breach in China. And again, that was a 250-year anniversary. So there was a flood there. That flood was pretty significant. The Typhoon Maisayak. Typhoon Maisayak was the sky event, and Luilan Hangzhou Reservoir breach became the Earth's response. So they had basically a breach in a reservoir dam on that July 4th weekend because the rains kept coming and coming and coming. So reports describe several days of rainfall, with parts of the region receiving extreme totals of about to 11 inches in 12 hours. So 28 centimeters in 12 hours. Overwhelming rivers, roads, villages, and reservoirs. The water became too great, and a reservoir dam partially collapsed, turning stored water into sudden release to the landscape. In star languages, is a phoenix rising marker, a phoenix water marker. The typhoon as the gathering cloud, the reservoir as the held memory, and a dam breach as the moment containment failed and Mother Water returned to motion. So you can't block Mother Nature, just like the memories in our waters, the not good memories, they act like dams, and we feel that, and we feel it. And then when the cleansing comes, we get the release, and then we're going to be all better because we got to allow that beautiful flow. Please forgive me. We just have to understand that we create all these, our collective thoughts, collective actions over past lives, and they accumulate. All right, on to a lighter note. So this beautiful quick mention of what's happening in the sky is related to culture and colonialism. If you recall the Annapurna that we're in, who's controlling the chart, because everything's on one side of the chart, except for a few luminaries, in which in this case we have Juno and Pluto, Mary Magdalene and God the Father, or Osiris. Venus just entered. Venus is Mother Nature, all beings. And this means, and I've been saying it, animal encounters are going to start happening more and more and more. People are seeing it. I know Rosemary told me of a few of hers with a snake and a raccoon. So it's funny. Was it a baby raccoon that you mentioned? Well, here's some more raccoons, another synchronicity. So my son sends this last night.
There's a couple raccoons just eating all my bird seeds in the night. There's two little guys, and the mama was somewhere here. Hi, bud.
And then my daughter says, "No way, somebody just sent me this yesterday in Florida." Look at that little guy. Could you imagine sleeping look at that, right on the dates? Oh, yeah. Right on his abundance of food. Swaying with the beautiful wind. Here's just another showing that he's awake. So my kids, they both went, wow, what a synchronicity. So people are going to start realizing, because Mother Nature is going to start being at these locations at the same time to get everyone to realize that we're all connected. And that's what Venus does, folks. That's what Venus does. And Venus has now joined Juno and Pluto to control the charts. So there are going to be a lot more animal encounters. Right now, the South node's aligned in Regulus, which is a brave heart. And I know a lot of people are out there with a brave heart, trying to help shift the people into the colonialism of Mother Nature and stop those who think they're controlling, but they're just basically, we're just putting each other into a karmic debt, karmic loop that we have to stop. There's a lot of brave hearts out there trying to change that. And we're going to do that with our minds. We're going to do that with our images, because that's what does it. And Mother Nature is going to help us get there. Okay. So just quick slides on culture versus colonialism. Just as the yang, the masculine, is tethered to the yin, feminine, these two are not separate. It is our free will being cultivated into alignment, into Mother Nature's colonialism. We may resist the current, but the greater ordering power of Mother Nature continually draws us to the calmer shores. So culture and colonialism are co-joined. Done correctly, harmony is achieved once again. So culture, to cultivate what we honor, collective images become culture, harmony with the land and stars. So culture is conjoined with colonialism, from settlement and inhabiting, shaping how lands is used. Mother Nature remains sovereign. And we know that the stars map the land. So wherever you land from your next womb, it'll be in a place that you projected yourself into with your images. That's the beautiful part. We've spoke about that and how your body is your time machine. So culture is what we continually cultivate through image, word, and action. Colonialism grew from the idea of settlement and inhabiting, but the deeper question is how we choose to live upon the land. Mother Nature remains the greater ordering power, in which we call the face of God, rather G-O-D, the yin and the yang tethered to the yin. Our culture becomes harmonious when our collective images align with the land and the stars. So I'm showing you here how Mother Nature is always doing her thing in beautiful perfection in the face of God. And when we do at least amount of disruption to Mother Nature, she never has to come to take it down. We're building things that are beautiful. These are images that I hope you can keep. So the cult of Egypt. In Egyptian walls, they speak to us. The symbols teach inner law. The scarab shapes thought into form. That's what we're talking about, these images to create the culture. The lotus rises from the waters, from the dark into the sunlight. So that cycle is infinite, infinitely big and small. We're upon one, well, big one, right? A phoenix rising and an age change. Nature speaks to us in signs and essences, and this is what this is. This is a complete teaching of how nature speaks to you. So Mother Nature creates. Life answers our images. Rivers show least resistance. Balance creates true harmony. And creation is co-participation. So the Egyptian walls do not merely preserve old images, they teach living principles, not through a verbal language, but experiences of how Mother Nature communicates and guides you. Again, the scarab shows thought being born into form, and a lotus shows life rising from hidden waters into visible expression. And on the other side, Mother Nature continues the same teaching in living form. Rivers reveal the paths of least resistance, and ballast restores harmony, and the outer world answers the images we collectively hold. So the walls speak to us, and Mother Nature creates with us. So yes, I belong to a cult called Egypt, but so too does everyone. Not everyone has realized it yet, but we are all being pulled back into it through this Phoenix rising age and the age change. So I'd like to take us into a little meneme, in what we might call meditation, but not just clearing the mind. We're going to create images together. So the images become our inner seeds. The repetition of these images give them form. Collective vision of these images becomes culture, and nature reveals how to align. We're already getting that alignment. We're already telling us to come back to the center. So we're going to take this into a collective intention. If you can get settled into a clean state of mind, do whatever it is you are accustomed to do before entering meditation, or rather, meneme. I'll give you a few moments to do what it is that you do when you get ready for this meditation. So close your eyes and clear the slate so that you may paint new images. A clean black slate. See no thing at all. Now on that slate, begin forming images of belonging, of community, of being at one with the face of God, the path of purity, the subtle waves of the middle path. Make an image of the seahorse. See the nautilus shell. See calm beaches with subtle waves, and a tree waving hello to you, reminding you that all is sentient: the wind, the air, the water, the tranquil fire, and all beings. You now walk through the lands. You see clean water moving freely, homes built gently upon the land, abundant gardens, wildlife returning, and people sharing unconditionally, because Mother Nature ensures you have abundance when you are connected with her. You are now cultivating with Mother Nature. She welcomes you to the middle path because it's always within you. Feel the calmness. Feel the serenity. Hear the birds, the dragonflies, the animals, the breeze, the waterfall. She is wrapping her arms around you, which in essence is you wrapping your arms around yourself and everyone, all at the same time. Feel this love. It is your infinite self, always within you. What we repeatedly imagine together with Mother Nature is the ultimate culture awaiting us. This is the true colonialism, the greater ordering power of Mother Nature. It is now time to burn those images onto your slate. Keep them there always. Replace any old images that try to return with what is now not only burned, but remembered in your waters, because they're always there. You've just been cultivated by your higher self, which is one and the same as Mother Nature's colonialism. Live like this has already happened to you, because it has, over and over and over again. Remember, remember, remember. And now that these images are once again remembered in your waters, you can confidently open your eyes. Feel good about the slate you've painted. Do this as often as you can and in any way you can, because this is the way we align with Mother Nature. And this is what the cult is on the Egyptian walls. It's teaching us how to do this. And that's all we have for today.